This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the den for the last time in this tumultuous up and down season. Where it finished, Millwall 1.
Plymouth Argyle 0.
Plymouth Argyle 0, and they are bang in trouble. Birmingham fans would have been celebrating our goal as much as we were celebrating it today. Before we go any further, put a like on the video if you don't mind. We got to 200 likes last time. Can we make it again? It's a lot less of a drive than it was from Sunderland, I'm telling you that now. Put your comments in below. We're going to do a season review video probably in the next few days. I was going to do it today, but do you know what? I'm too happy to think of anything else other than the 3 points. So if you've got any specific questions you want to ask about this season, put them in the comments and we'll try our best to answer it. We'll obviously say our favourite goal and favourite games, the usual stuff. But like I said today, I was very, very surprised with Plymouth's attitude to the game. I felt they would have come into this game. 3 points would have, I believe, ensured their safety for next season, and they did not come into the game trying to win it. And if you're a Plymouth fan, I know, listen, coming to the den's difficult. They probably thought, try and get a point. Point should be enough it means that it's the destiny's in their own hands. But like I said, I was very, very surprised that they didn't try and attack more than they did. And, ultimately that's cost them the game. There's only one team really looking like, other than maybe a 10-minute spell where Plymouth had a couple of corners, there was only one team likely to win the game, and it was the boys in blue. We started with a couple of changes today. Sarkic in goal. Before we say anything else other than because we said about Sarkic in goal, a big mention to Bartosz Białkowski, who's moving on to pastures new after 169 games at the Den. In the blue of Millwall, an excellent servant, back-to-back Player of the Year awards, which is no mean feat, certainly for a goalkeeper at this club, and he's done extremely well. Some people, would argue that he could have been starting this year. I think he's probably just got to the age where he'll go to a different club. Maybe. I
think he's thinking of going back to Notts County.
Notts County, he certainly won't be going to Ipswich, because they look like they're Premier League bound, depending on what happens this evening. Well done to Bart. Obviously, we started off with Sarkic in goal. Right back, the Player of the Year, Ryan Leonard. Left back was Danny McNamara, and what a player Danny Mac is to completely playing on the wrong side for him, and to put in the performances he's done recently has been absolutely unbelievable. There's 4 wins on the bounce, makes us one of the form teams in the division, and you wouldn't have said that after losing to Rotherham and Huddersfield. The back two were Jake Cooper and Japhet Tanganga. You had Casper Lenore and George Saville in midfield. The right midfield was Ryan Longman, who has been a different player in the last couple of weeks. I didn't see where he's, just all confidence. The confidence he's got, he's playing with, he's been far better than he had shown. Duncan Watmore on the left side, Zian Fleming behind Tom Bradshaw. Like I said, there were very, very few chances in the first half from both teams. I saw something where it said Plymouth had 6 shots at half time, and I don't know when I really don't remember Plymouth having nearly any shots. I remember having one shot over the bar, where the ball's cut back and he's had a decent sight of goal, and he's just absolutely levered it miles over the bar.
Yeah. I think they'd they'd skied one more, and then they're probably all block shots or something like that.
They don't normally count block shots if they're really close. But it's typical of a Millwall team that the difference under Harris compared to Edwards, that every player is just throwing themselves at the ball to make sure that they keep the ball out the back of the net, and that's it's another clean sheet. We went to Sunderland last week and kept a clean sheet. We've kept a clean sheet against Leicester, and now we've kept another clean sheet today. That's you win games if your whole team's out from the back. And then Mill had one big chance that I remember in the first half, fell to Ryan Leonard on the edge of the box. It kind of didn't sit down for him as he wanted to. It was cleared from a corner. It did come to him eventually, and he kind of drilled it towards the near post. That's the one thing from Leonard. He's got the Player of the Year, and this must be the only year where he hasn't got an absolute stunning goal.
Because I remember in COVID, had 2 games in a row where he'd scored from about 30 yards out top bins.
I know he scored one against Hull away, didn't he?
Yeah.
But so he hasn't scored, but the keeper's made it, he's smothered it well. Second half, like I said, Plymouth had 10 minutes of corner after corner, some good deliveries in, and that was really the only kind of chance. The only thing that I've got to say, to be fair, and this is why my man of the match is Ryan Leonard. One big chance in the first half was, I think it was Whittaker again, put through, and he was just the wrong side of Leonard. You're thinking he's in trouble here, but Leonard somehow, with his strength and his determination, has just edged in front of Whittaker and managed to, kind of ease him off the ball with, like I said, I thought he was beaten. And Whittaker's one of the best players in the Championship, so it was good to see that determination and desire from Leonard in the first half. And in the second half, an unbelievable bit of defending. This time he's 2 yards behind Whittaker. It was a great through ball. Whittaker's through on goal, and from nowhere, Leonard has just an unbelievable tackle to get behind and clear the ball. He took all of the ball. I don't officially think he cleared. I think he actually come away with the ball as well. It was just
he went in like around Whittaker, got he clawed the ball out, and then there was a couple players coming in from us to obviously protect him, and then he got away with the ball and dribbled past a couple players and then passed it off.
Yeah, it was a fabulous tackle, and it kind of epitomised why Leonard's the player of the season this year, because that's what he's been doing week in, week out. Last week he had Clark, this week he had Whittaker, and he's done a fantastic job with both of them. And time and time again, when he's fit, he's just been the best player on the pitch, and there's just no getting around it. We had a couple of good chances, balls down the right, crossed in, the first one to Tom Bradshaw, who's flicked it goalwards and into the goalkeeper. And then we had another one again flicked. I think this might have been actually after our first goal, but again from the right, crossed in, and it was Watmore this time. You said that the Bradshaw had to lift it over. Well, this time Watmore did lift it, but he lifted it over the bar. The goal come from a really good bit of play. Again, Leonard down the right. It's a fantastic ball in. It obviously must have been from after a corner, because the ball still, Cooper's still up from an attacking bit of play. And
it might have been from a long throw. I think it was from a long throw, because then why would Leonard be where it was?
Potentially. So, Leonard's crossed it. You've got your right back crossing to your centre back from open play. And Cooper's just, that's Cooper's size. He just gets up. Well, what he hasn't been doing when he's getting those chances is the touch on the header was absolutely superb. Just loops it over to the goalkeeper. I thought it was going to hit the post, but somehow it just actually, because I was right behind it, drifted in a little bit and maybe just slightly touched the post, but went in to the back of the net and put us deservedly 1-0 ahead at that stage. And it was a good den to be in. To be fair, Plymouth fans sung really well. If the Plymouth players played like their fans, they'd have had a lot more chance of winning the game, because their fans were excellent today. They came in numbers. I know some silliness at the end when Millwall's inevitable pitch invasion at the end of a season, where a bunch of kids go on and start running about, and there's a little bit. I never understand why the away fans stay there. They might as well just go, but it's always a bit of goading. It's easy when you're in an upper tier. To start giving it both Mill and Plymouth, but like I said, they brought a lot and sung well, and you would have thought that they would have put a load of pressure on us, but they actually didn't. In the that after the goal, the very little that we had to deal with. I don't remember Sarkic having to make a single save in the second half, which is testament to our defensive play from the midfield. Billy Mitchell came on and put himself about. It was a really good tackle down in front of us. But every single player today, I felt that we were better all over the park, and that generally will bring you all 3 points. And what epitomised Plymouth today is I think they had a corner in injury time, and they've left 2 players back and the goalkeeper. You're like, you want to be going for at least a defeat gets you nowhere, and your goal difference is superior anyway. Go and try and get a point. And they, like I said, they'd left 3 players back. You should put everyone forward, see what you can get. It was like 2 minutes left of injury time, but very surprising from them, because they've got some quality players, but just couldn't do it today. They could not trouble us. And like I said, that's a really good end to the season. We're not going to Swansea. There's obviously one more game. It's 12:30 kickoff. We've got our Zac's got a massive game the day after. My lines are, our lines are top of the league. We've got 5 points clear with 3 games to go, but we've got the team in second the day after Swansea, so we want to make sure we focus on that. It's more important now. We would have gone if we needed to stay up. Not that our voices are particularly loud, although I'm reasonably loud, I suppose. But a big mention to people we've seen. I sit next to Rod every single week, and he has to put up with my
loudness.
My loud. Did I say Rod or Rog? Ollie from New Cross, if he's still listening, he says I could say he's from New Cross. He's actually from Deptford, but Big Ollie, and all the people that come up and talk to us throughout the year. It's what makes it special for us, and we really appreciate your support. Like I said, we'll be doing a season review. Who was your man of the match?
Ryan Leonard. I don't think you can argue it, because he was dominant, absolutely dominant. He has pocketed, defended, let's say, every brilliant winger in the league. Like, if I name the last 3 that he's defended, it's Whittaker, Jack Clark and Mavididi, and they're the three Premier League worthy players. So
yeah, he's had a really good season. He's had a really good season, and he played well today. But like I said, we'll do the season review video. Give it a watch if you don't mind, and we'll end it here. We're just coming to the end of the Rotherhithe Tunnel, and we're just coming to the end of the 2023-24 season. Thank you very much for your support. Like I said, Mill fans are the best in the world. I don't care. And no one likes us though, and you know what? We don't care. So officially, the only way we can end the 23-24 season is no one likes us.
We don't care.
Yeah.